Why are they afraid of him? Because he carries their worst dreams like a crown upon his head. Because every scar they gave him became a blade in his hands. Because he doesn't merely endure the darkness, he commands it. Can he be stopped? No, you cannot halt what you fail to comprehend. You cannot destroy what has already died and returned more powerful than before. He is the ruler now, the ruler of everything they dread. I am the ruler of everything they fear. Let that truth sink in. Let it spread through your thoughts like ice. I never asked for this crown. I never begged for this throne. They handed it to me themselves. Every act of betrayal, every lie, every blade they drove into my back. They were constructing my empire without realizing it. They believed they were erasing me. Instead, they were anointing me. You want to know what fear truly is? Fear is watching the man you tried to bury rise from the grave with soil under his nails and flames in his eyes. Fear is understanding that the monster you created doesn't seek justice. He seeks everything. Fear is knowing that wherever you flee, wherever you hide, I am already there, watching, waiting, ready to collect the debt. I remember who I was before. I remember the kindness, the hope, the naive belief that if I tried harder, if I loved deeper, they would recognize my value. I gave them everything, my trust, my loyalty, my heart laid bare. And what did they do? They laughed. They tore pieces out of me as if I were nothing but amusement for their empty souls. They believed they could shatter me and walk away untouched. They were wrong. There was a moment, just one, when I broke, when the weight of their cruelty crushed the last spark of light inside me. I fell to my knees in the dark, gasping for air that never came, reaching for hope that had already left me. And in that void, in that complete emptiness, something else was born. Something cold, something ancient, something that doesn't hesitate, doesn't flinch, doesn't show mercy. The man they destroyed died on his knees. The king rose from the ashes. They don't recognize me now. They stare into my eyes and see something they cannot name. Good. Let them search. Let them look for the weak, desperate fool they once played with. He's gone, buried so deep that even I no longer remember his face. What stands before them now is something entirely different. I am the sum of every scar, every sleepless night, every tear swallowed until it turned toxic. I am what happens when you push someone past breaking and they refuse to stay broken. I no longer walk through fear. I possess it. I command it. I wear it like a crown forged from the screams of those who doubted me. They wanted me to crawl. They wanted me to beg. They wanted to see the light die in my eyes. Instead, they created the thing that stalks their dreams. They wanted a victim. They created a king, the king of everything they fear. Do you understand what that means? It means there is nowhere they are safe. It means every shadow whispers my name. It means when they close their eyes at night, it's my face they see. Not only because I pursue them, though I do, but because I have become the consequence they tried to escape. I am the debt coming due. I am the reckoning they prayed would never arrive. And I am here, fully, completely, unapologetically here. They believed power was something you could hold, steal, hoard, hide behind walls and alliances. Fools. True power isn't owned. True power is embodied. And I have become power itself. Not the kind that seeks approval. Not the kind that begs for validation. The kind that simply exists. Absolute, undeniable, crushing everything without effort. I wondered why they hated me, what I did wrong, why they chose me as their target. I don't wonder anymore. They hated me because they saw something in me that terrified them. Potential, fire, a will that refused to die. They didn't hate my weakness. They hated my strength. The strength I didn't yet know I had. They tried to beat it out on me before it could grow. They failed. Now that strength has evolved into something monstrous and beautiful in its brutality. I don't hide it. I don't apologize for it. I let it radiate from every glance, every step, every word I speak. They feel it when I enter a room, the shift in the air, the drop in temperature, the instinct screaming at them to run. But they can't run, not anymore. I've become too fast, too relentless, too inevitable. I am the king of everything they fear, because I have become fearless. You cannot threaten someone who has already lost everything. You cannot intimidate someone who stared into the abyss and made it blink. They took my hope, my peace, my faith in humanity, and by doing so, they freed me from caring what they think, freed me from craving approval, freed me from wanting to belong to a world that was never meant for me. I belong to myself now. I answer to no one. I bow to nothing. The throne I sit on wasn't inherited. It wasn't gifted. I built it. Brick by blood-stained brick. Bone by shattered bone. I turned my failures into steps and climbed them. I turned my enemies into foundations and stood on them. Everyone who tried to hold me down now lies beneath me, and they know it. They whisper about me now, in the same corners where they once mocked me. My name is spoken in fear. The same mouths that laughed now tremble. The same eyes that looked down on me cannot meet my gaze. They realize too late they were never dealing with a victim. They were dealing with a king in exile, and his time has come. I don't need their respect. Respect is for equals, and they are not my equals. What I have now is far more valuable. I have their fear. I have their obedience. I have the certainty that when I speak, they listen. They created this. They built this monster with their own hands, and now they must live with it. Some still resist. Let them exhaust themselves fighting the inevitable. The outcome was decided the moment they made me their enemy. I am the king of everything they fear. The darkness answers to me. Pain is my weapon. Chaos moves when I command it. I am the master of every nightmare, the ruler of every shadow. And the cruelest truth. I'm not angry anymore. What remains is cold, calculated, permanent. They are obstacles, lessons, stepping stones. They pushed me past the limit, and what emerged is something they were never prepared to face. I am the consequence they never accounted for, the ending they never saw coming. They wrote their own destruction, and now they must read it to the final line. The king has risen, the throne is claimed, and my reign has only just begun.